Hi everyone, welcome to the first ever Funny Bstrd Podcast with me, Paul Smith, and
me, Callum Oakley.
That was smooth. That, we didn't even prep that. That was good.
That was good.
That was
I had
good.
loads of sweets in my
I
mouth.
reckon we're smashing this already. This week's podcast is brought to you by the wonderful Eye Candy Delivery Sweets at Eye Candy Delivery on Instagram. Get on all them for all your sweet deliveries in Liverpool area. Loads of postcodes. They deliver sweets to you. We've got a box of them here, and I have eaten too many of them already, so I'm probably going to be sugared up. About halfway through this, I'm talking dead fast.
Are these vegetarian, by the way?
They're not vegetarian, sorry about that. Callum is no longer a vegetarian. That's it. Anyway, we'll come back to that.
It's been 2 years.
Shut up. Gotta get sponsors. Who else are we sponsored by? We're sponsored by Hot Water Comedy Club, the one and only Hot Water Comedy Club. Live comedy 7 nights a week at the world's greatest comedy club in Liverpool on Harman Street. Now with the very own restaurant that's just opened. Parlour, have you been?
No.
Oh man,
Pictures look good though.
Yeah, it's good, man. They do good pizzas and that, and you do pizzas, chips, and all that. And you can book in for Christmas. Get on there, hotwatercomedy.co.uk, and yeah, that's our sponsors for the week.
Smashing it already.
So, without further ado, let's get underway with the Funny Bstrd Podcast. Funny Bstrd. Funny Bstrd. Yes, Danny Bradley on the guitar, everyone.
Yes.
We are in the studio. We've got a live audience of people who are half pissed already. It's midday on a Friday. I don't know when you're going to be listening to this, but yeah, that's when we're recording it. How are you this week, Callum?
I'm good. Just come back from Prague.
In Prague? Nice, mate. How did you find Prague? How was your travels?
I enjoyed it, but I struggle when I go away like different cities, like abroad, because it takes me 2 days to adjust to the currency. Like I paid like 1,000 crown, Czech crowns.
Isn't it euros?
Well, I don't know.
It's fucking euros?
No, it's the Czech crown thing.
Kronas?
Is it the Czech crown?
Is it?
Knows. Yeah.
I
well,
thought
they
it was
take
euros.
both. But like when they see
How much
me,
is 1,000 crowns?
About 45 quid, I think.
So your head just fell off?
Well, basically I paid £8 for cheese. But the thing is with me, like I never say it to the face, so like I know I'm getting ripped off, and then I'll pay it, and then I'll walk out and I'll go, hey, I've just been ripped off there. So I paid £8 for cheese.
What
and
kind
I
of
got 4
cheese?
slices. It was a bit like a chili one.
Like a
But
4 slices of cheese, not even a block of cheese?
Nah, just 4 slices.
Oh man,
but it was one of those,
£2 a
like,
slice?
It was one of those like weird shops, you know, like they've got like the same shops everywhere that just sell the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Chili cheese.
So it was a good trip then?
Well, to be fair, I got there. It took me 3 hours to find the apartment, which I think... So I booked it through booking.com, and they put the wrong address on the apartment. So like we got dropped off in the taxi, went to the apartment on the address, rang up the woman, like couldn't get in the building, and then she was like, no, you need to go to number 9. Like number 9 in Prague. Like where the fuck's number 9? Like I didn't understand what she was on
Number
about.
9's the same in every language, you know?
No, I know that, but it's different doors, isn't it? So I rang her up.
No.
Well, yeah, number 9 is a different door to number 10.
Yeah, but it's the same if it was number fucking 9 here.
Well, not really. It just depends where you are. Like if you're...
No, it doesn't. Number 9 is after number 8 and before number 10, no matter where you are.
What street you're in, doesn't it?
No.
I'm sorry. Yes, it does.
Oh, yeah, but sometimes you'll have evens and odds. But so if
God.
So if you're at number 8 and the next door's number 10,
yeah, but I was
then you know number 9's on the other side,
I was at
don't
number
you?
26. And then she was saying go to 9.
You're a
and
fucking idiot, mate.
No, I'm not. So she was saying go to number 9. So basically I had to get some guy to translate to this woman on reception to tell me where the road was, where I was supposed to.
So you're on the wrong road?
No, I was at the right place, the address for the apartment, but reception was 15 minutes a different way, which didn't say that on booking.com. So I went there, and then obviously I paid for it and that, and she was like, I need €100 deposit. And I was like, well, I don't have €100 because I've got your Czech crown. And then she wanted cash. And then the guy went, I'm doing you a favour because it should be €200. And I'm thinking, how's that a favour? Like, that's the worst favour. Like, a favour would say, I don't want a deposit. So I had to do that. I went back. The apartment was amazing, but there was a fucking brothel next door.
How much was the brothel?
Well, I don't know.
How many crowns for the class?
Don't know idea. But I just had a bit of a nightmare, really. But it was quite nice. It was good fun.
Sounds like you had a lovely time.
Yeah, I know.
You look really depressed.
Can you be ungrateful for your own like booking? Is that possible to be ungrateful for something that you've booked?
I don't fully. I feel like
I booked
every time I talk to you, I feel like I'm stoned. You know.
No, because
I don't know. This happens all the time.
Like I booked the apartment and it was dead nice, but then there was the brothel next door.
Oh, so you were disappointed with yourself?
Yeah. I was disappointed more than anything.
Because there was a brothel next door. Why were they being loud or something?
No, it just wasn't nice, was it?
What?
Well, when I go away, I don't want to be next door to a brothel.
Why not? You fucking snob. You
What's
better
not
than
my
a fucking
fault?
brothel, are you?
Also, as well, I booked the airport lounge. Which
mate.
I had a fucking booked an airport lounge from Manchester, right? It's my girlfriend's birthday, so I wanted to surprise her. And I basically paid 50 quid for a fucking Holiday Inn buffet. Like, it was the worst thing I have ever seen. And like in the bar, I could see Heineken bottles, and I was like, oh, can I have a Heineken? And they're like, nah, it's non-alcoholic. And then I was like, what's it called? Bonnie Moretti, or whatever it's called.
Beer
Moretti, that one. And then she was like, yeah, we got none of them left. So I was like, what have you got in draft? And it was called fucking Airline Draft or something. And it was the tiniest glasses I have ever seen. And the only food they had was soup. And some big fucking fat guy demolished all the sandwiches. Some fucking bus driver just standing there. Like, not even using like the little tongue things, you know, the little... He was just using his hands, and I was like, I've paid 50 quid for this.
Oh, mate.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I got a picture off Taz of them butties.
They were ruthless.
Funny that, you
They
know.
were rough.
So you're going back to Prague then?
Yeah.
Would you recommend it?
You know what? It is an amazing place. Like, it is beautiful and that.
I think we should make this a regular, like, a regular segment. It's Callum's travel journeys.
I just have a nightmare.
A travelogue.
I'm just not good at it.
Oh, yeah, you are bad on travel, like.
Yeah. The one thing I liked as well, like, there wasn't loads of British. You know, when you go away, there's just loads of English, and then you feel like you're not away.
Yeah, that only happens when you go to like Benidorm or Blackpool.
Not really. I feel like English are everywhere, aren't they? When you go away, like we were saying before with the Irish pub.
Yeah.
Like that. To be fair, that was the first place we went to. Was the Irish pub.
Yeah, but okay. If you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to let the people know what we were talking about.
We went to an Irish pub
because all the listeners weren't here before.
Oh, that's true. Like we were having dead good chat before.
We've had loads of banter before this started.
Yeah, I was basically just saying that
you missed out.
When you go away, the first place you go to is an Irish pub. Like no matter what country you're in, and there's no Irish people who work there.
Unless you're in Ireland.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you don't. Then you go to an Indian restaurant. Which we did, and you know we did.
That is true. Oh, do you know what I was thinking about as well the other day when we went to Budapest, and it was like the first time we went away, and it was like big group of lads, and I'd never met any of the lads before, and I think Paul Blair done the booking for the flights.
Paul Blair runs Hot Water Comedy, by the way.
He's literally the funniest person in the world. He's like the best businessman.
He's not, he's the second funniest.
And he turns up to every meeting in like shorts and flip-flops, doesn't he? Like no matter the weather, he's just always there in shorts and flip-flops. So he booked these flights to Budapest, and he booked all the lads together at the back of the plane, apart from me. He put me at the front of the plane on my own.
Tell him what he booked.
So I just like fell asleep on the plane because I've got no one to talk to, and I woke up and everyone around me is looking at me, and I'm just like, why is everyone looking at me? And apparently what these were doing was walking up the plane, seeing me asleep, and just started putting the fingers in my ear and just like slapping my face and that. So
but no one knew that we knew him, so everyone thought we were just
picking on this brown kid.
Picking on the brown lad at the front of the... Everyone thought we were proper racist on the plane. It backfired. Paul Blair books all our tour travel and accommodation and all that, doesn't he? And every time he books him into a hotel room, he books him in under a mad name.
He brought me in Torquay as Callum Pitbull Dog,
the big dog Pitbull,
Kenny from the block, Oakley. And my girlfriend was checking us in, and the guy couldn't find it on the computer. Like, what's his name? Callum Oakley. He's like, yeah, I haven't got that here. I've just got Pitbull, big dog, Kenny from the block, Oakley. Absolute nightmare.
So the way this is going to work is, this is the first one and we don't really know. Basically, we wanted the podcast because everyone else got a podcast, didn't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
So we thought we were going to do a podcast, but we haven't really got an idea for a podcast. But we weren't going to let that hold us back, were we?
Well, we weren't going to mention it.
Well, I think we should lean into it.
Okay.
The fact that we haven't got like any real solid, genuine ideas.
Yeah, but we've got like some good guests and that coming
We've got
up.
some good guests coming up over the next few weeks. Yes, and we want to do some. We need like some segments. I've got an idea for a segment that we're going to do in a little bit because I like some of our when we travel. Me and Callum are both aficionados of marijuana.
Yes.
So we like to have a little bit of a smoke sometimes when we travel away, don't we?
Yeah.
And then we have some interesting conversations because Callum's an interesting guy anyway. But when he's stoned, my word, the man comes out with some fucking nonsense. And his missus is fucking special, mate. Not like, I don't like, do you know what I mean? But like so yeah, so we'll do that in a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to we've got a live audience in, so I don't know whether to like I don't know whether to I think we should get them involved a little bit
Okay.
at some point. We haven't really got a mic for them,
No.
so I don't know how to work that. What do you think?
No idea.
Should we let them shout?
I mean, the three boys come up from Wales.
Yeah, there's three. I think we should just describe them to the listeners.
I'll let you do because you can get away
Because
with
we
more
gave
than
like 10 tickets away, and there's 8 people here. Well, I think he works here. So, and then we got Danny at the back. So,
Yeah.
Say hi again, Danny.
Bye.
So we got these 3 boys from North Wales. What was your name? Sorry.
Andy.
We got Andy, who's Jack's dad. We got Jack,
Yeah.
who's Jack. We got Alex, who's shagging Andy's daughter. And Jack's sister. They're not happy about that. And we got John here, who's an artist. Anyone who follows me on Instagram will have seen I've got a big painting of the Joker in my kitchen, which is painted by John Charles, artist, who is a big muscular man who likes to get naked in a shed and paint. He's just turned vegan, haven't you, John?
I have.
How are you feeling about it, mate? 5 weeks in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Lovely.
Loving it. You look dead miserable.
I wish I knew that.
We've got a big box of eye candy sweets, and yeah, Callum's already given up veganism or whatever.
I never tried it. I thought it was just
same thing.
It's just too much effort.
And then behind John, who've we got there?
Mike.
Mike, you like Mike? What's your story, Mike? Mike hasn't got a story. Mike's a scary looking guy, to be honest. Don't really want to poke Mike. I feel like he's got a gun in his jacket. And then we got the guy who worked. What was your name? Matty. You're right, Matty. How are you, kid? You're right. And then we got. I feel like these two are shagging each other. It's your brother.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, read that wrong. We're on the whittle, guys. It's fine. So what was your name? Sorry, Siobhan. Siobhan. How? Yeah, I spoke to you on Instagram, and this is your brother. So that's everyone in the room. So we might do a little quiz later, so you can win a box of sweets.
Have you got any questions though? That's
We'll make some questions up, won't we?
Yeah.
We'll make some questions up. You got an iPad, yeah? I think the most important part of this podcast is the fact that Callum Oakley is in charge of information. He's the master of information. Yes. Like if you see Pointless, you see that guy Richard Osman who does all. That's Callum on this basically. Yeah. And so in order for him to do his job properly, he has an iPad. But it's a very special iPad, isn't it, Callum?
Yeah, it's I think it's like the second generation one.
It's an iPad 2. Because he's doing well. Let everyone know.
Basically,
let everyone know the story of the iPad.
I wanted an iPad because I'm always on the road and stuff. Because comedy's going really well, and I'm always in hotel rooms. So I wanted an iPad so I can watch Netflix. And then my granddad was like, "Hey, I've got a spare iPad," so he gave me his spare one, and I can't get Netflix on it because the update on this is like the iOS 9. And you need like over iOS 12 to get it.
You're very upset, weren't you?
Yeah, so I basically just got an iPad that I can't even use.
Yeah, he was very upset in the airport because I've got an iPad Pro.
Yeah, And that.
And you had a little cry, didn't you?
I had a little cry. And I don't even know why I brought this, because I don't even think there's Wi-Fi. So,
it doesn't even. It's got dial-up. It's got a fucking modem. It's
the shittest iPad. Like, look how big the frame is. It's got like a picture frame around it.
God, it's fucking coal powered, mate.
Silent movies on my iPad.
Oh mate, it's fucking boss. The best thing that ever happened. No, he got it. We were walking through the airport, right? And he's absolutely moaning about this iPad because you fucking can't even get fucking Netflix on my iPad. And there was a cleaning cart, and it had an iPad attached to it that was better than Callum's iPad. And I've never laughed so much in my fucking life. That cleaning cart has done better in life than you.
Absolutely smashing life that. It's been on charge for 4 hours and it's on 28%. Like, it's still got, you know them, what are the, you know, the long leads that you have? What? Like the old ones. Like for this one, it's like the small and thin ones.
Like a DC attachment.
Yeah. But on that, it's like the long.
Oh shit, yeah.
It's like an old school charger it needs.
Oh my god, can you even buy them now?
No. You have to go to like Game or something. Get like the second hand ones.
CEX.
Yeah.
Oh mate,
I need to be better at comedy to just the forward one.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing though, because you're very convincing. So like, you convinced me to get an Apple Mac. Do you remember when you done that?
Did I though?
You did. Because you were like, hey, look how good my Apple Mac is.
No, I just showed you mine. That's the level of convincing you.
But I was like, I'm going to get a laptop, and you went, oh, you should get one of these because it can do loads of cool stuff.
Yeah, though.
So then I got a credit card and paid for it. It took me 2 years to pay this off, by the way.
Take fucking responsibility for your own life.
I can't now, because you know what happens when I do that. I get a fucking Apple Mac. And then you convinced me to get a PlayStation VR, so we can play together.
They're sick, though.
How many times do we play online together?
Because you didn't buy the right games. What games have you got? I've sold mine now.
That's true.
I've got an Oculus.
I got Skyrim.
Yeah, I didn't have Skyrim, and that's not even multiplayer.
Yeah.
So how are we supposed to play that together?
Yeah. Do you still play Oculus?
Yeah, I've got Oculus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. I think I look boss in my kitchen, because on the Oculus when you play it, was the VR, you got to stand in front of your telly, but with the Oculus you set like a guardian boundary up. So you stood in your kitchen and you're playing like super hot subtime when he moves when you do, and you're like, you think you look cool. You fucking don't. Yeah. But you think you look cool, mate. I hope no one ever sees me doing that shit.
That's so cool.
I'm naked as well. Just fucking spinning around. Shooting motherfuckers, mate. I love VR, mate. I can't wait for it to like the next level of VR when you get all the haptic stuff and that. Like when you get in gloves and shit like that, and like fucking
when you get shot in it, it's like the electric.
Yeah, and then like one of them like with the treadmills that like on Ready Player One where you can run anyway and stuff like that.
Was you telling me about that? The theory thing about that, like everyone's in a virtual reality.
Ooh.
Is this quite deep now for this?
Oh no, but that might lead us onto our. We'll come back to VR, but I think that might lead us nicely onto our next segment.
Is this the stone thing?
Because I think, right, I studied philosophy a little bit in university.
Paul's actually
right?
really smart, by the way.
I'm not. But I did study philosophy. Yeah, I'm playing a character. I'm actually not even from Liverpool.
That would be the funniest one. Like, if this was just me.
Like, hello, everybody. My name is Giles. I went to RADA. No, well, like I did philosophy, and the first day I got there, it was because I've smoked weed for years, right? The first day I got on this course, like what you do is you go in, right, and this fucking lecturer sits you down, and you do like metaphysics and stuff like that, and he goes, right, philosophy is amazing because philosophy is the only course where after 3 years you leave knowing less than you came in knowing. And I was like, well, fucking give me my $9,000 a year back. So, that's the opposite of what I wanted.
Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
It's fucking daft, but that's what because like they've just fucked your head up. But it's exactly the same conversation. It's loads of the same conversations you have when you're smoking weed. Like we've had a couple of the conversations.
Yeah.
Like I think do you want to do the jingle? That we've got it because I wanted to call this section High Philosophy.
Okay.
I feel like that's nice, innit?
Yeah.
Small minds, big ideas, high philosophy.
I'm getting into Follow Me Around.
That's so good, isn't it?
Just in my life. Fucking class.
Taking a shit.
Work on that one then.
Taking a shit.
So yeah, like it's like things like you do metaphysics and stuff like that. So like we've definitely had this conversation. You know, like he's filming it, so you'll be able to see it. But you can imagine if you're just listening to this, you can imagine behind us there's a big sign with our logo on it. It's got Funny Bstrd Podcast, and Funny's like written in white, and it's got a red U and a red S, and then podcast in red. Like, you can see that red there, can't you? Mm-hmm. And I can see that red there.
Yeah.
But how do I know what I can see as red is not what you see as blue? And everyone's head fall off then. Yeah. Dun dun dun. How do you know that that's...
I don't know.
You don't know? Exactly. Dun. I'm letting Callum's... there's a little bit of silence here, so I'm just letting Callum...
No, I know it's red though.
Yeah, but you know it's what you think's red. But how do you know what I think is red and what you... There's no way of you knowing what I think is red as what you think is red.
It's like that dress thing, isn't it?
It's like the dress thing.
Oh, that is it blue and gold, is it, or something?
Yeah,
It's kind of like the dress thing, yeah. But even that, it's like you said, if you say it's blue and gold, that's Siobhan, by the way, chipping in.
Shut up, Siobhan.
Fucking Siobhan. Even if what you think is blue and gold is what, and I say it's blue and gold, you don't know that my blue and gold is the same as your blue and gold. Yeah. My blue and gold could be the silver and grey. But I just think it's blue and gold because that's what I've always called blue and gold. Do you know what I mean?
It's just too much, that.
It's too much, innit? Head fell off. Mm-hmm. Same. That's why I didn't do very well in my degree. Because it's like everything's like that in philosophy. There's no answers to it. It's like fucking like the chair. Like you go like, can you see that chair there? And he goes, oh, can you just see the idea of a chair? And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, well, you can't see a chair, you see your idea of a chair. Because that's not actually a chair. That's just like loads of molecules in it.
I don't know. And you paid for this?
I haven't paid.
Of course. You still paying it back?
I haven't paid for it yet. Because there's money real. So I'm gonna say
is my iPad real?
Definitely. Was I even there? Did I even learn anything? No, but my favourite part of it, right, I like this, right? My favourite part of it was like moral philosophy and like ethics and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And like right and wrong. This is a quite famous one. I wanted to ask you about this. I don't know if you've heard of this before, but it's called the trolley problem, right? Whereby, let's say you got it's a tram, it's a trolley in America, but it's a tram, right? So you've got a tram, right? And you're the driver of the tram, right? And you got this tram going down the track, and there's like 5 workmen on the track, and you go down, you're looking at them, so you go to stop the tram, but you can't, the brakes are fucked, right? So you're just going at these, there's no way of them getting off the track, so you're just gonna fucking run them all over, you're gonna kill them all, right? The only thing you can do is turn the trolley or the tram onto a little side, but there's one workman working on that. Do you turn off and kill one person, or do you stay going forward and kill 5?
Kill 1.
Yeah. See?
Have I just... Oh, you can't turn it, can I?
Oh, you can, yeah. Does she just kill 1?
Is this a trick?
Not a trick, no.
But why did everyone laugh when I said 1?
No, I think they all agree with you.
Yeah, did you? Do you all agree?
I kill 1.
Is that a consensus in the room?
Definitely, yeah.
But it's the thing,
But can you take
one worker on his own tight?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's still tight.
They're in the track,
but he's still
risk.
Oh, see, he's a fucking. He's so we got most of it. He's thinking a different way because it seems obvious to most people to just kill 1 person.
Yeah.
Because 1 person dead is better than 5 people dead. Mm-hmm. But then what they do is they say, okay, think of the same experiment, but you're not on the tram now, right? You're on a bridge, right above, and you're watching this happen, right? And there's a big fat guy next to you. I haven't made this up. I'm not body shaming anyone. Just saying, this is the thought experiment by Philip Foot. Read it. I didn't make it up. Get over yourselves. Big fat guy with enough mass to stop the tram, right? So you both stood there on this train, on this bridge going, fucking on that tram's going to kill them 5
Yeah.
workies, right? And you're next to him and you think, if I pushed him off, he'd stop that tram.
Yeah.
And you'd save those 5 people's lives for one person. Would you still do it?
Yeah.
So that seems the same to you.
Mm-hmm. It depends. How big's the guy?
He's massive, like 50 stone.
Probably doing him a favour then, aren't I? Really?
He's not that long left.
Yeah, nah, he hasn't got much going for him.
Okay, let's imagine, right? You're the world's best like organ transplant surgeon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, and like you're in a hospital, and then 5 people come in. They've all been hit by a tram, right? And they all, like, one needs lungs, one needs a kidney, one needs a heart. They all need a different organ, right? And then someone comes in for a checkup. Absolutely nothing wrong with him, but he'll just so happens he's a match for all these 5 people. Do you just kill him?
See, it depends. Like, what does a guy do for like a job?
No, that's not part of the thought
Yeah,
experiment.
but that's like
Yeah, obviously it can get more complex because it's life, but no, not in the thought experiment.
So 5 workers.
So it's
or
just one life
person.
against 5 lives.
And that one guy's perfectly healthy.
He's perfectly healthy and he's done fuck all. He doesn't even know what's happening.
But them 5 guys might not be healthy if all the body's fucked.
But they're not healthy, are they? Because they need a fucking kidney. Or a heart or lungs or some shit.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, but what if they just fuck up?
But you can save them. You will definitely save them. Just taking all the variables out and just saying, like, if you kill this one fella and harvest his organs, you can save those 5 people. But he's done fuck all. He's completely innocent in this whole thing.
I mean, it's overpopulated anyway in the world, isn't it?
So what, we just kill 5 people then? That helps population.
Well, I've already saved 10.
So you've already...
So I've already saved 10 workers, haven't I? So I'm actually doing alright.
No. Yeah, but then that's... If you're worried about overpopulation, that's bad, isn't it?
Well, no, because I could have 5 more.
Yeah, but you could have had 8 less.
Yeah. I'll just kill them all.
Just kill everyone.
Shouldn't be in that situation.
Just
anyway.
run the
Fuck
5
them.
over,
Yeah, fuck
reverse
it.
the tram
Kill
back.
everyone. Let's just do it. Fucking too much for me. Absolute heads fell off.
And they say weed mellows you out.
Doesn't.
We'll do more of that next week, I think. I like that bit.
Yeah.
We'll keep that bit in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got some good ones.
Have you?
There's one about saving the kids from drowning. It's fucking class.
Oh, can we do that one?
No, because I can't fucking properly remember it. But
Oh, okay.
I know, yeah. But I want to do it properly because it's a good one. That
I think we should get stoned for one podcast and do it.
I would, but I've got to drive here.
It's funny though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is funny. Like, I will not drive after I'm stoned for the sake of legality.
Or are you stoned?
Dun dun dun. Are we even here?
That's too much, that stuff.
That was a good segment. I'm going to keep that bit in. Right. Any more segments that we can do?
Do you want to do your quiz?
Have you got any questions on the iPad?
I haven't got Wi-Fi.
You fucking let me down big time, yeah.
But you told me to bring it, isn't it shit? And you still said bring it.
Well, we haven't got any questions then. Let me just Google some. Where the fuck are you going? He's leaving for a wee. You better not start Googling quiz answers.
Just on the questions.
Danny, can you do like a quiz song for us?
Sure.
Quiz song.
It's a Funny Bstrd quiz.
I feel like you phoned that one in then. I feel like that was like the fuck's sake,
I
Danny.
like that.
That was good. I mean, it's all because your voice is angelic. Right, okay. 2019 questions and answers. Sorry for whoever's website I'm robbing this off, but I'm making these up. Ooh, signal. Fill the time.
Fill the time.
Fill the dead air.
So the prize is we're going to give some sweets away. I reckon box of sweets from My Candy Delivery.
Why am I on a dress
Throw some more
website?
beers in, eh? You know what? I've never seen Fanta Apple.
Oh, yeah.
No. Is it the American one? Is it? They always get the best stuff, don't
Then
they?
a grape one.
Americans get the best stuff.
Yeah. Why is that?
That's the money.
Because they're all fat. Throw them in front of a tram.
And then piss this quiz.
Yeah, we'll give
There's
away.
only going to be one contestant on this
some
quiz here.
cans.
Yeah, general knowledge one. Okay. Questions. Ooh, who wants to play the quiz?
Yeah.
You want to play, Andy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Quiz time.
Nah, Danny's better.
He is, isn't he?
Go on, Danny.
Quiz time.
Oh.
I love it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't got an extra chair, so you're going to have to come and sit on me, Andy.
I'm coming over here.
Yes, I'm
Yeah, you're going to have to, because you're going to have to get by the mic.
Oh,
Come on.
right, okay.
Have a little perch there.
I'm
go on.
sitting,
Yeah,
really.
have a little
I'm
sit on
quite bony.
You smell nice, mate.
No, cheers, pal.
Right,
Yeah, you're literally reading the questions while he can see them.
I might,
Oh, am
I might help Andy.
Can we have music from the 80s? I'll be much better on that.
No.
Oh.
Wait till the other two walk back in.
Yeah.
Should I wait till they're back?
Yeah.
No, fuck them.
Okay.
They're cheating anyway.
Question 1.
Oh.
Into which sea does the Nile flow?
Oh, jeepers creepers. I don't know why.
Jeepers
I'm-
creepers. Fuck off.
I don't know why, but I've got absolutely no reason. But I'm even thinking I'm rubbish on things like geography. Is it going to be something like the Caspian or the Red Sea? Can I have 2 goes?
No.
Nah,
Okay.
just one, mate.
You had 2 goes then and you were both wrong.
Oh, were they? Oh, but do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, fair play.
Go on, Paul.
I saw the answer.
Oh, okay.
I could have just...
It was
made it look like
the
clever.
Mediterranean.
Oh, I was going to say that next.
Yeah, I don't think
That was
you
your
were.
third guess,
That was the
wasn't
third
it?
go.
Question 2.
No prize for you.
Is that me go?
No, you got 20 questions.
Oh, no.
20?
No.
Just do 5.
Just do best of 5.
We got time to kill it.
I've got pins and needles in my fucking foot.
I'm hovering.
Mate, you're a
Paul.
fucking heavy bastard.
I know.
then,
I'm literally. I'm
look like-
I'm squatting.
Have a seat. Come on.
I'm squatting.
Question 2. 3 continents lie on the Tropic of Capricorn.
Jeepers.
South America is one. Name
Why did
any
you pick someone who
other.
can't read?
I'm dyslexic so bad. And
Why
I'm
are you
struggling.
why are you all geography?
Is it? You fucking idiot.
Wait there.
Have you got nothing on soap awards
Hey,
or anything like that?
Let me just look for. I'll look.
Music quiz, come on, beat the intro.
I said music quiz, I'll be laughing.
Oh yeah, we'll get Danny to play an intro of a song.
Yes,
Guess
come
it.
on, Danny.
come
Oh, you're putting fucking Danny on the spot here.
Come on, Danny.
The lad only knows 2 songs.
Yeah.
He knows music quiz.
Sweet home.
Sweet Home Alabama, yeah.
No help from the fucking audience, mate.
He's not even in it.
Fucking hell, no
Yeah,
prize for that,
same
Andy.
family though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Stairway to Heaven. And I'm lying in the
Is it?
stairway
Yeah.
to heaven. That was like literally 2 little ones, right, Danny? Ding ding.
Right,
Got it.
what do you want? You can have a prize for that. What do you want? Do you want a box of sweets, or do you want a kind of fancy?
No, I was just quite happy to get up here, to be honest with
Just
you.
want to get
I'm
up.
happy to get
That's
up.
your
I'm
prize is
hovering.
to get up.
My thighs. I was hovering there, Paul.
Right, you fucked that up, Andy.
This is why it was good we didn't do live. Imagine that was live streamed.
That would have been dead good live streamed. I think
Yeah,
that was a viral video in the making.
Was
that.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make it sound sexual, Andy. That was a nice moment. That was a nice moment between 2 men there. So that was a good bit. I feel like we could definitely do something with the quiz.
Yeah.
I feel
think I'll
like
prepare some
okay.
proper questions.
So write that one down.
Cool.
Write that down in your little notes on your iPad. One thing I've enjoyed this year about you, Callum Oakley, is travelling around on our journeys as my tour support
Yes.
for the following tour, Paul Smith Comedy #.
Had some stinkers though, haven't I?
Well, this
Like
is what I wanted to talk to you about. I don't feel like you've done a good enough job this year.
Imagine how all this was for. It was just get me down, get a live audience, and just fucking get rid of me.
No, Callum does a good job. Like, if you've been to any of my tour shows this year, what happens is I'll go out in the first bit and I'll do about 20 minutes of like banter with the crowd and stuff like that. And then Callum goes out, because the thing with Callum is, and the reason I like Callum so much is we've got quite similar like material styles, haven't we? We've got quite similar storytelling styles, but obviously he's like, how old are you? 23? 24. So he's 24, so we haven't got much crossover in material because he's not a dickhead and he hasn't had kids yet. So it works quite well because he goes out and he does his stuff, and then that normally sets them up quite well for listening to longer stories and things like that. It works quite well, doesn't it, mate? For the most part. But sometimes they don't like Callum at all. So sometimes Callum goes out and wow, People leave.
Yeah. Like before it even said anything though as well.
People leave a lot.
Yeah.
And
Like Coventry just went.
Coventry, like we were in Coventry last week, and they were absolutely beautiful. So you couldn't even blame the crowd there, mate.
Nah,
They
just
fucking.
blame him.
It was literally, I brought him on, I was like, ladies and gentlemen, Callum Oakley, and I might as well have said, we're having a break now.
Yeah.
Go to the bar.
Because you know what, I was literally backstage and I was like, this is going to be lovely, this. Because there was just no one was saying anything when you were on. Everyone was like laughing and enjoying it.
Yeah.
As soon as I went on, half the room left, went to the bar.
Oh, shit.
And it was emotional more than anything. Yeah. The thing, you know what? There's like... Some okay. It
this is why they leave.
Please stop. Like it doesn't. But the reason why I think that one was the most painful one was because my girlfriend was there, and her friend took her mum and dad, and it was the first time they ever see me, and my girlfriend didn't tell them when I was on, so Paul went on, and they thought he was me. So they were literally going like, oh, your boyfriend's amazing, isn't he? And then she was like, no, he's on after him. And then I went on, just fucking stunk the room out. The fucking nightmare.
And then she had to pretend she was shagging me for the rest of it.
Did you even get a word out them before they all went? Because that's tight, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's just, yeah. Which, to be fair, I kind of expect anyway. Because I was saying, like, when
most
you go...
of the time it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say about 80%.
At least they didn't like heckle you or nothing.
No.
Sometimes they've heckled you.
Yeah.
The fucking York the other week. He went on.
That was... I have never ever had this in my life, and I've never heard the story of this happening to a comedian before. But I went on, and it was fine. Like, it wasn't the best one. It wasn't the one I remember for the rest of my life, but it was fine. And I come off, and then we had a break, and then Paul went back on, and was like, give it up for Callum Oakley, everyone. And then, like, a few people clapped and stuff, and then some guy went, don't bring your mate back. I got fucking heckled off stage. Like, me and Paul were having this conversation, because I was like, I'm going to have to get off after I've been on, because I need to go to Telford to go to my girlfriend's. And he was like, oh, you never stay till the end. And I was like, well, I need to go, because it's like a 3-hour drive from here. And then we were having this like conversation.
Fucking doesn't stick around. Cause he's
and then I was like, you know what, I will stay. And then as soon as he went on, I just heard that guy heckle me while I was off stage. I was like, fuck it, I'm going. I'm getting off after this.
I had a lovely time as well.
Yeah, you always do. Always. I think the worst one though was probably the Blackpool one.
Oh, mate. Well, Blackpool was bad for both of us, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because Blackpool this year, we done it last year. You know what? There's a certain expectation when you go to certain places, and Blackpool is. It's going to sound bad. No offence to the good people of Blackpool or the city of Blackpool, but it's going to be rough as fuck. It's going to be rough, like, and you get the, and I don't mind that, to be honest. I kind of like it. It's working class people. It's all, but you go there on a Saturday. I swear to God, it was fucking chaos, wasn't it? There was a full scale 20-man brawl.
Yeah.
Like I'd only said hello. I'd gone hello, welcome to me show, and a full fight kick. There was 3 throughout the show. Just full kickoffs and stuff like that, and it was in the North Pier Theatre, so it's a big long room, and they just didn't have the security to deal with it, did they?
Not at all.
It was so I had to stand there for like I'd done the 20 at the start, and I was like, and I brought him, and I was like, fucking hell,
he just started laughing at me. He literally went, good luck, and I was like, for fuck's sake. And I went on, and people were just standing up, walking around and that. And the day before that, it was my granddad's funeral, and I buried my granddad, and then we done that gig after. And I literally said on stage, I went, I'd rather be burying my granddad again than be doing this gig. And the whole room went, yes! And I was like, you can all fuck off.
I was stood at the side of the stage filming him, laughing me fucking head off.
Yeah, it was just some guy was waving, and I was like, why is he waving at me? And I went, are you waving at me? And he went, no, I'm waving at Paul. And Paul was at the side of the stage, hiding behind the curtain, just fucking pissing himself laughing. Literally just recording me having a meltdown on stage. And I was like, oh... Fucking.
As an aside, by the way, can I talk about your granddad?
Yeah.
This is I know this is gonna sound like, because he's obviously just mentioned that his granddad died. Very sad. We're all very sad about it, and that sounded sarcastic, and I really didn't mean it to be. But fucking absolute best story I've ever heard in my life. This, because Callum's granddad died about 2 months ago, and we were going away a couple of days later, and we were in the train station. He was like, and I was like, you're alright? He was like, yeah, it's fucking mad though. It's like, I found out all this stuff about my granddad where like I never knew no stuff about him, but he was like a big heroin dealer and stuff like that. And I was like, fuck off. And he went, yeah. And he got found with his kecks around his ankles, his cock in his hand, surrounded by Viagra and cocaine in his flat. And I was like, mate, that's a fucking hero, that. What a fucking guy. He's definitely had brasses there.
Yeah.
And then they've been shagging him, he's had a heart attack, and they've all gone, wait, no, I'm out.
I can't believe that's come out on like the first podcast.
I have to though. Fucking so good.
So funny.
Marie's gonna kill me now.
Yeah, she is.
Sorry, Marie. Marie's Callum's mum and I love her dearly. Perhaps a little too much. So yeah, but you've enjoyed the tour this year, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been amazing.
It's been good.
It's been good.
Yeah.
Am I doing the Leicester one?
No, you're not doing it anymore.
Okay.
You don't know. Well, no, we've got Callum's not with me for the. Oh, you are on the Leicester one, aren't you?
Yeah.
But you've only got one more left. There's like 7 shows left, but you were supposed to go back to Australia, weren't you? And then you haven't gone because you're a fucking flaky prick.
Yeah.
So I've got Danny Mack and Phil Chapman doing the rest of them.
Yeah.
But then back next year, won't you, mate?
Yeah.
Bigger, better, brighter.
Bigger,
What
better,
are you going to
brighter.
talk about next year?
Probably my granddad.
Is that going to be your set, is it?
Yeah,
I just ruined your
sniff
set.
a massive line on stage.
You're getting... Because the thing with Callum is, right, Callum, when I met Callum, he was about, what?
16.
About 16. Because Callum, if you don't know... If you're not aware of Callum Oakley's career trajectory...
I'm basically like the Macaulay Culkin of comedy.
He's not even that. Who's Macaulay Culkin's brother? Tim. Basically, he done Britain's Got Talent when he was like 15. Remember the year that the dog was on it? Yeah, that one. He got beat by a dog, and we all find that really funny. And Callum used to work on the. He was working. To be fair to him, he started coming down to hot water and doing open spots and stuff like that. He had a good attitude.
Still doing that now, won't I?
Yeah, still doing it now. The first time he come down though, he got on and he had this material while going to the gym.
Oh yeah.
And he used to really act out going to the gym and stuff like that. And some poor girl, fucking. This is how good he used to be at crowd work, right? Some poor girl just coughed and she just went, and he went, "Excuse me, I'm trying to do my material." I had to pull him aside after and be like, "Mate, you can't do that, you know." Like, poor girl just coughed.
It was the way she coughed.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I remember
We
that.
became mates after that, didn't we?
Yeah, came good mates.
And yeah, you've been. When did you start doing my tour support?
I done your first one in hot water when it was like
Yeah.
free tickets. Do you remember?
He's
That? That was
always-
like 2 years ago. I
Yeah,
think.
you're getting more like you're getting more used to talking because you were a bit reluctant about talking about Britain's Got Talent on stage, weren't you?
Yeah.
So I kind of made you do it.
Yeah, pretty much all my materials just you going, "Hey, you need to talk about this." It's weird for me
And
though.
if he
'cause-
doesn't talk about it, I just talk about it before he goes on stage and then tell him to ask him about it.
It's like a weird process though because I started so young. I was always like trying to like double check on what I was saying.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I'm over
You were
that.
scared about talking. You were scared about talking about doing drugs on stage, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, because I talked about it at the Echo. Well,
Yeah.
let him in a Spank Arena.
Yeah, you need to stop doing that.
Yeah, I need to fucking laser my
Marks and
tattoo off.
Spencer's will be- He got a tattoo. We done the Echo last year and he got a tattoo straight after it and then it changed his name so he's had to cross it out on his arm. It's so good.
Yeah, you mentioned that. You mentioned it, yeah.
What's he say?
Yeah, let's just fucking show everyone.
What's he say?
We'll start from this way.
So he's going. He's just for anyone listening. He's just going round the room. Everyone's really laughing at his arm tattoo because it's pathetic. It's really funny.
So I've got that.
So he's got this Echo Arena tattoo. It wasn't even a good tattoo to begin with. To be fair, it's
Nah,
just the words.
shocking.
How many sittings was that, Callum?
Still got the shading to go.
It was one to get it done, then one to get it crossed out. But yeah, your stuff's come on quite because you as I said, you were scared about talking about doing drugs and that.
Yeah, because my mum and dad never knew. And then the first time they found out was at the arena. Because I thought a better way to tell them than say face to face.
Your-
Because you're going to have like the awkward conversation.
Your mum and dad have defo done loads of drugs though.
Well, to be fair, my dad gave me 20 quid for Greenfields, man, get some drugs. And I was like, sound. Ended up in a toilet naked.
Didn't even buy no drugs.
Honestly, mate.
He tried to buy drugs off someone in Greenfields and got stripped. Got his money.
It was literally the maddest thing. Like, I went in the toilet and then I just ended up falling asleep and woke up completely naked with me wellies on. And just me clothes folded next to me. And I was like, what the fuck just happened there? But that was it. Yeah, Greenfields was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
What festivals have you been to? You went to the maddest one, didn't you, when you're doing that gig? That was quite recent, I think, in the summer.
Oh, Bstrd.
Yeah,
but I just popped in and out of that one. That looks fucking chaos, that though.
Wasn't it? Was Bradders, our mate Bradders, saying about...
Bradders was there, yeah. There's a lad we know called Bradders Kinsella, who's in another act. Yeah, he's fucking mad, yeah. I think he was there with his tie-dye t-shirt on, just on fucking MDMA for 3 days before he seen me. He thought he was imagining it. No shit, because it's fucking mad, this festival, because it's a proper drug festival. And you go there and it's all set up to be in the woods. Like, it used to be in the woods where it's spread out, and everyone there's like there's a big bonfire that all the hippies sit around and just fucking get absolutely twisted. Like, everyone's on like LSD and shit. And you go down on the Sunday, on the midday on the Sunday, and like to do comedy, and everyone's just like 3-day bender coming down, fucking depressed in there. Trying to, yeah, but it was quite a nice gig, to be honest. It was pretty good, but yeah, I've never seen anything like that. Like, I wouldn't mind going back there next year to do like the full weekend. Yeah, I think it would be an experience. I don't think you could gig after 2 days on that though.
Oh, not at all. Not a chance.
None of it would come out. Or some fucking horrible stuff would come out. Some deep internal terror.
Have you ever done a gig like on drugs?
Only with weed.
Have you?
But I haven't done that for a while. People fucking always, because you've been around, people just fucking give me drugs all the time, don't they?
Like Newcastle, remember when someone flew a spliff at you
on
stage?
Mate. It's the best thing I've ever seen. But anyone, like, basically, we've done the City Hall in Newcastle, and in last year's show, I said, there was a moment where I said, I quite like smoking weed, and as I said that, out of the darkness, a fully rolled joint just flew and just landed at my feet. It's the fucking best, it's the best throw I've ever seen. No, that's not hard. I mean, that's not easy to throw that, you know what I mean? They're light. Chaos throw. But yeah, I don't normally, I'll like, we'll have a joint after it and stuff, won't we? Yeah. But like, if I have it before it, especially because I've got to do crowd work and bounce off them a little bit. Like, I've tried it before. Like, I've done it a few times this year. I've made the mistake. Like, if I've got up and I haven't had the kids all day or whatever, I've had a drink, like, I've had a bit of weed in the morning, thinking I've got all day to like let this mellow out, and you're never the same for the rest of the day. You're not even if you have a nap, you're not the same. Like, it just doesn't work. So people always say, like, do you want to come for a drink before the gigs, don't they? Like, when we're travelling to places, and I'm like, I can't, and I think it really disappoints people, but like, I just can't fucking do it. It's just my brain doesn't work. I just start talking nonsense, mate.
Yeah, it's nuts. I'm always tired after I've had a joint now.
Yeah,
like, I don't know how people function. Like, where they have it in the morning and then they just go on with the day.
I used to do that though, but that was like Rocky, do you know what I mean? Ever had Rocky?
Nah.
Like where you're burning in like hash weed.
Yeah, no, I've never had it though.
I used to have that. Like, I used to just smoke that all day. I used to have that every morning and just smoke that all day. I did that for about 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, probably why I've got no short-term memory at all. And suffer with bouts of depression. Oh man, but fuck yeah, you can't do that forever though. Like, nah. I love weed, don't get me wrong, and I think it's amazing, but it's like anything, innit? If you drink it every day, it's fucking bad for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, these fucking, but people are clever with weed now, aren't they though? Like,
what do you mean? Like,
because when I was a kid, you could only get Rocky, and every now and then you would get some green would come in, like some skunk or whatever, and like you'd be like, fuck off, and you'd be made up with it. But then now it's like fucking different flavours and shit. It's like Amsterdam. Like my weed, I'm gonna weed dealer, but my imaginary weed dealer, fuck me that.
I thought you were gonna say like all the information.
His phone number and wait, this
promoting
another one of our sponsors.
cash delivery.
He'll text you and that, and he'll be like, "I've got this fucking," and he'll tell you exactly like what kind of what percentage of indica and sativa it is and shit like that. Is the THC levels in it and everything? And you're like, "Fucking hell, mate!" It's given its own name and that's a crossbreeded strain. He's proper loves it though.
I love when they do deals. Like Black Friday deals. 2 bags for a tenner, get them now, they're going quick. It's like, fucking calm down, mate.
I love these people though, because they love it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I admire that level of passion in the jobs and that. And I think, like, you know what the mad thing is? If they do legalise it, these people are going to go from, like, in a little council house, like, they probably make a fair few quid doing that, do you know what I mean? But they're going to go to, like, fucking high-level professionals within, like, 2 days. Yeah.
It'll be crazy.
They what? They'll tax, yeah, but like, but then they'll still be like, they'll be legit, won't they? So like, you'll go from like, because they're like these.
It's all cash still, isn't it?
I'm in fiction. I know a few people who do little grows in their house and that. I don't really, but imagine that I did. Like these people, like they're pretty much professional botanists. Do you know what I mean? They understand weed more than anyone else. So if you were like, if it does get legalized, and even say like Tesco buys up the rights to loads of weed, they're gonna need someone who understands weed. And this, you could go with like your CV and go, I know I shouldn't say this, but I've been growing weed in my loft for fucking 6 years. They'd be like, go ahead, show me how to do it, and then you'd be flying.
Well, it's like one of our mates, and we won't mention his name, but he can do like all the gummy bears and like he's like breaking bad style at it all, and
he loves all that.
He's amazing, right?
Yeah, call him El Chapo.
It's funny because everyone in comedy will know who that is. But yeah, if you know,
yeah, he does me gummy bears and all the time.
Yeah, I remember he gave me some for when I went to Wales.
I can't do edibles though.
Can you not?
It freaks me out, lad.
I think it just creeps up on you, doesn't it?
I don't. It's me different, and I'm like, freaks. Even like smoking it now fucks me up. I've got one of them vapes, haven't I?
Oh yeah.
I bought one while I was in Amsterdam because like I had a couple of joints and I was like, fucking hell.
Do you remember in Newcastle when you just brought all of it with you, and then you were like hanging out the hotel window, like with your vape, and then someone seen him who worked at the hotel and was just staring at Paul like this, and then Paul's like, shit, I think they're gonna knock on the door. And they knocked on the door, and I just ran into the bathroom hiding like that. And then the guy knocked on the door, you opened it, and he was like, are you smoking weed in here? And you were like, no. And he was like, what's that on your bed? And literally like a fucking like
it was like
cartel size like amount of weed there. And he was like, no, I'm not smoking. He was like, what's that on your bed? And he was like, oh, sorry, mate.
Please don't kick me out the hotel. The worst thing was though, he let us off and then I had to go down because I was starving. I ordered about fucking 17 pizzas, didn't I? And then went down to wait for them, and I was just sat in the lobby going, oh my god, he knows, man. He knows, man. I was staring at him and he's just looking at me like he's fucking fall asleep. And I was having this proper internal debate whether to just fuck it off or just wait for my food and risk arrest. And I waited for the delivery, and then he come. I was walking in with this big stack of pizzas, and he was like, got the munchies, have you? And I was like, fuck off.
The amount of food you order is outrageous though. Like when we're on tour.
Yeah, that's why I've got to be careful. I'm a greedy man.
Yeah.
Got no switch off. I'll just eat everything, especially if I've had a drink or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll get like 6 pizzas in there.
It's always
And
3
then I'll
cans of Diet Coke, 3
start
bottles
eating
of water.
yours as well. Start eating your veggie pizza. Mate, don't know why this is. Callum's one of life's unlucky people, right? Not in like he's got some luck in that he's a handsome guy and he's got a big willy, but he's got bad luck in the sense that he's weird looking and his big willy is mostly foreskin.
It's like Kenny from South Park.
It's
and
massive. It's mad your willy, innit?
Yeah.
It's I remember I stood next to him while we were having a wee once, and I was like, fucking hell, mate, that's a big willy, that. And then he was like, yeah, but it's mostly foreskin. And I was like, whoa. And then he pulled his foreskin back, and I was like, how the fuck is that even real?
You said it looked like Batman.
I don't think that. I think that was a big. That was a big moment in our lives. Though.
I think that's an important moment though for like 2 lads. Like,
I don't think if you haven't seen someone's willy, they're not your best mate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that out there.
You want to see it?
Yeah, that's all Bond.
I don't feel like we're that close yet. And I've already felt your dad's balls. But yeah, so what was I going to say? I forgot, I lost me. Where was I going with that?
You said I was unlucky.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you never get what you're like when we go out. You never get what you like. If we have like if we get food in a restaurant, you just never like he's veggie for some reason, and because of animals and that. And
I like animals.
every time we go out for something to eat, he order the veggie stuff, and it'll just come with a fucking chicken sat on it. And he's like, and he had this fucking rasta pasta, weren't it?
Yeah, with
and he was like
chunks.
veggie rasta pasta, and it come with fucking loads of chicken. And he went to it, and he's, you know what he was saying before, like he won't complain. He was sat there going, I don't think that's veggie, and I was like, of course it's not fucking veggie.
Like I said to the guy as well, I went, hey, is this the veggie one? And he went, yeah. And I went, oh, okay. I was like, there's a fucking half a chicken on me pasta, like a complete.
He was gonna fucking eat it though. Oh mate, he's the best.
Fucking so shit with food.
And every time though, like we got cheesy chips. Me, him and his missus were stoned and ordered loads of food, and we got like fucking pizzas and chicken bits and everything. And then it comes and he was like, "I'll just have cheesy chips." And all the pork, I got a Parmo, didn't I?
Yeah.
And everything was fucking massive. Everything was massive, and then his cheesy chips come, and it was about 4 chips.
Yeah. It was the tray was the
And he
size of
nearly
my phone.
cried.
Like it was fucking shit.
What the fuck's that?
But where we went and got them chips, and my chips were mouldy.
They weren't mouldy. It was one of them. No, it's like when you get a green chip.
Yeah.
Mould, innit?
Greeny eyes and the potatoes.
Nah, sometimes it's just an unripe bit, because you can't have a mouldy chip, can you?
Well, I fucking had one.
No, because how would it go mouldy?
I don't know.
Because he's cooked it. So if you cooked it, yeah, but it kind of was. But then, shut up, Siobhan. Fucking doing my head, innit?
He's backing me up. I like it. I've never had
I
someone
was
back me
fucking
up
fancy
before.
Callum, is it? No, because if it was mouldy, like if it was, because sometimes potatoes are just green around the top, aren't they? And they're not the best. Like when you get a green crisp in your Walker's crisp. Have you never had that?
Yeah.
So why aren't you
Because
convinced?
I've got no argument against it, because you're right.
Why are you not fuming then?
I'm not fuming.
So the chips weren't mouldy, were they?
They were fucking mouldy. I swear down, there was something wrong with them.
Yeah, they weren't right. I'm not saying they were good
Yeah.
chips. This is fucking excellent podcast content. I think we're fucking smashing this show. I think this is a hit. I can see this on New Noteworthy on iTunes tomorrow.
Pure chip banter.
Yeah. So, how long have we done?
Can we have a chip song, Danny?
Oh yeah.
Mouldy chip? Or not mouldy chip?
Moldy chip. It's a moldy chip.
So like you can do anything into a song.
Callum Oakley's shit tattoo.
I'm coming up with a foreskin song. So.
Make it a long one. Hey! Da-da-da-da-da. So how long have we done here, Cal? What's the
1:20.
Oh, we're alright here. Got a bit more time, haven't we? So anything you want to get off your chest, Callum?
Not really, no.
How's life been? Is life going well?
Yeah, it's going fine.
How's Taz getting on in that? Tasman. Are we allowed to talk about Tasman?
Yeah, if you mentioned it now, so.
What? Did you not want me to mention
Yeah,
it?
it's fine.
Sorry, Siobhan. Tasman is Mrs. Callum Oakley. Well, not officially Mrs. Callum Oakley, but like she's Mrs. Callum Oakley, and she travels around us a little bit, doesn't she?
She does, yeah.
Comes on some of the tour dates.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very interesting character. She's a very fiery temperament. Also an artist, much like Mr. John Charles.
Should have an art off.
Should have an art off. Paint with knives. I reckon she'd smash your fucking head in, you know. Yeah. She's terrifying me.
Little pocket rocket.
That's what like Callum's missus is like scary. That's how I'm.
It's only because I piss her off all the time, though.
No, Callum's. She's what, 5 foot tall.
Yeah.
The thinnest thing you've ever seen in your life. And she once scared me so much, and we've just discussed how much I like food after I've had a night out.
Yeah.
She once scared me so much that I left McDonald's and didn't get none. And I asked her where you were. She was like, I don't fucking know. And I was like, okay mate, I'll just go over. How long have you been with Taz for now?
Nearly 2 years.
2 years. You got your anniversary coming up?
See, this is the thing, we don't actually like know when it is.
That's good.
No, because it was like one of them where it was like go off like some drinks and then you just keep seeing each other and it's like going well.
When did you shag for the first time?
That's a good question. I don't actually know. Do you know when I think it was when we went to UFC in Liverpool?
You shagged at the UFC?
Not at the UFC.
In the queue.
Yeah, in the...
Oh, after the
yeah.
after we went to Easter's East.
Yeah, when I had the spiciest onion bhaji ever.
Callum cannot handle spice.
Yeah, I had a mango lassi, didn't I, after it? It was just the spiciest thing ever. Yeah, so 2 years. It's going good. Going really
So you're not gonna. I think that's the right thing because I don't. I always have a problem with people who have have anniversaries and then after have another anniversary to get married and that.
Like 6 month anniversary.
Yeah.
It's like fuck off. I'm not arsed.
You can't have a 6 month anniversary. Anniversary literally means a year.
No, I know that, but people
I know.
make their own anniversaries.
I'm not
Sorry, for you coming at me then.
laughing, you know.
I just got really defensive over people who have 6 month anniversaries.
Don't you fucking come at me, mate.
One thing as well, I never really post pictures of each other on Instagram, like couple pictures and that.
I've noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, I just never.
It's always a picture of like your back.
Yeah, I've got a nice back.
Yeah, I've got a nice.
I always if I put a picture up, it's of just of her because she's got a really nice face, and like every time there's like a couple picture, I always fucking ruin it. Like my eyes are always closed, or I'm just fucking it all. So
There's loads of pictures of me and you with your eyes
Photograph
closed.
on your phone.
Alright, Andy. Fucking hell, mate.
wasn't it?
Fucking hell.
said you've got just a nice face. What's wrong with the rest of it?
It's got massive nipples.
Fucking hell, your kids are gonna be weird, like. Massive nipples and a massive foreskin. Looking like one of them fertility statues. So everything's going well.
Yeah. What about you? How are you finding things? Because it's gone a bit mad for you, hasn't it? I think because like obviously I've known you since I was 16.
Yeah.
And then like when we go out, everyone's like, "Oh, you're right, Paul." Like I always say, that I think you handle it dead well.
Ah,
No, I think you do.
I do. Thanks, guys.
Because it is weird, isn't it? Because it was like not like overnight, but it just fucking like you start getting noticed a little bit,
Yeah.
and then it just went bang.
It is weird getting like people stopping you outside and that,
Yeah.
and saying, "Can I have a selfie?" And you're like, "Yeah, sound." I like it though.
Yeah, I know you do. You fucking buzz off, which is nice though, because I suppose if you were a prick
Yeah.
like that, I don't think I could be your mate. If you were a prick,
Oh, thanks, mate.
that's alright, mate.
I think it should be our anniversary right now.
Yeah, it should. I was gonna ask you, what if you didn't do comedy? What would you do?
I reckon I'd be a fucking like a barber
So wait.
or sell weed. No, honestly, I haven't got the fuck. I'd be too paranoid if I sold weed. I
Just
couldn't.
fucking smoke it all.
Yeah, I'd be too paranoid. I can't cope with that level of stress. I think I'd be. I think because barbering, I always go to the same barbers. Shout out to Crew Barbers West Derby. Big up Joe.
Would you actually be a barber?
Yeah, because it's like you go in there and you just have a proper laugh all day. They just have a laugh, do you know what I mean? Just standing there cutting hair, but they're just having banter. It's exactly the same job, really. It's
I
just
think that's too much pressure cutting someone's hair, though.
nah, not if you're good at it.
Yeah, but because you can have like an off day. Like imagine being hungover going.
Yeah,
and
if
got,
you fuck that up, like-
shakes and shit.
Yeah, with some.
Tattooist as well. Never be a tattooist. That's just too much pressure as well.
I see that's worse though, because like if you fuck someone's head up, it's gonna grow back in it.
Yeah, true.
Like that on your arm.
That's never. Yeah, that's just there for
That was your own fault, like. But
I'm gonna get it covered.
who done that for you? Do you know?
Dino, yeah,
Mate, Dean Coughlin.
he's dead good.
I call him Coughlin. It's Coughlin.
Is it?
He fucking corrects me all the time. Coughlin.
Coughlin.
Coughlin. Cough. Yeah, but it's been a mad year. Cause shit's happened, hasn't it? Shit's happened that I haven't talked about on stage yet. It's gonna be an interesting show next year.
Yeah, it is. I'm quite excited for it, to be honest. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be chaos.
On a sneak preview what the first story's gonna be.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think you should do it.
Yeah.
I kind of told you about it already.
Yeah,
Right, I split up with Mrs. in like April. Right, it's all amicable, it's fine, but I'm not allowed to talk about it anymore on stage. After we get divorced, because she wants me to get a legal document saying I can't talk about her anymore on stage, which is fair enough because I'm very mean about her on stage.
Definitely.
I was doing the wrong show.
Fucking ruthless.
But this show is already kind of done, so up until the end of this tour, I'm still in the tour. I'm married, so that's like when this goes out. If you're coming to watch the tour, that's gonna. But anyway, just fucking buy into it. It's still funny. So yeah. We split up and I started going on dates and stuff like that, and met a few people. It was a lot easier than I thought it was. Like, I'd never kind of dated with the level of profile that I had, which makes it a lot easier. And at first you're like, fucking hell, this is boss.
You've already done your first impression.
It's like this box of sweets here. You go, fucking hell, this is amazing. You start welling them into your mouth, and then about 10 in, you're like, I need to fucking stop this. This is bad for me. It's bad for me. That's exactly what it was like. So I met it like.
I didn't like the word wellion.
There was wellying involved. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was wellying involved. Wellied a few people.
I don't like that word.
Why?
It just sounds aggressive.
It was aggressive as well. I had some shit to get out. I needed to get it out of me.
Just screaming in the faces.
Yeah. Fucking like John with face paint on in there. Yeah. So but with a girl, I met a lovely lady I thought I was pretty good in bed, right? And then I met someone who showed me that I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing. And she has showed me some things. And she is very adventurous in the bedroom, to the point where it scares me a little bit. But I'm just going with it, right? And she introduced toys into the bedroom. Right. Now, I'm open-minded. Mm-hmm. And I played along with this. And I'm not going to lie to you, I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I need to concentrate when I'm having sex. I need to be in the moment, right? And she bought this vibrator that was literally like a fucking pneumatic drill, right? I've never fucking seen or felt anything like it in my life. It was fucking unreal. It had an app. It had a fucking app, right? That went with it.
Fucking app.
An app, so you can control it if you're not together. Right. And it's like, it's got this, like, you turn on, it's like woo, 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 and you're like, fucking hell. She loved, yeah, that's what it was like, and she loved it, right? But playing along, and like, we were having sex, and then that got introduced into the situation, and I'll be honest with you, in my head I was thinking, okay, well, I'm done now, aren't I? Because I can't go back there after that. That's bigger than me, and it's got like fucking pneumatic drill power. As good as he could even imagine, even my ego doesn't say that I can compete with that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But she wanted to kind of we played at that, and then she wanted to kind of carry on with me, so we carry on. But this fucking vibrator, she discards it in a sexy way. If anyone listening, I've just did a discarding motion. And she discards it in a sexy way, but as she does that, it falls off the bed, and this fucking thing is so powerful that it starts walking across the room, and it's just going woo, 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 and it crawls under the bed, right? And I'm like, fuck, and she's like, just ignore it. I'm like, I can't ignore it, so I'm trying to get it. It's crawled under the bed, and I can't get it from one way because it's gone too far. So she's on the other side of the bed going, come on, coaxing it out like it's a fucking field mouse. That wasn't a sexy time. So I think that's going to be one of the first stories.
Yeah, definitely.
Other stuff happened as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, won't go into that now.
That's a great one. That's great.
Thanks. Andy, seal of approval there. He's directing this year's tour show.
I'm going to have to go for a quick wee.
You're going to have to go for a wee?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How long have you done?
Check the iPod.
The iPod.
The iPod.
Fucking may as well be one. Now we'll get Danny to play a little wee song for me.
Yeah.
Time he's finished, I'll be back.
Go on. Danny, see if you can play a song for long enough.
Oh, God.
Does anyone else need a wee wee? Is everyone going for a wee? So, whilst Callum Oakley's having a wee, we'll have a little interval while I eat a sweet and tell you guys about all the exciting things that are coming up this year at Paul Smith Comedy. I'm sorry, I'm chewing into the mic now. That's really annoying there. Oh, but also it's like that. Have you seen that ASM stuff? People pay for this shit, not much. People, you know you've watched that, Siobhan, you dirty little girl. Yeah, people, it's like, yeah. I'm not into it. So, next year, we're already planning next year's tour, which should start in July. All information will be available at hotwatercomedy.co.uk. We're going to be doing more tour dates around the UK, hopefully hitting the south of England more, which should be absolutely fantastic. We did 2 dates, one in Brighton, one in Torquay, so hopefully we should hit in Plymouth, hopefully Exeter, more places along the south coast as well, and more places in Wales, hopefully North Wales, hit the boys, see how Andy. More places in Scotland, hopefully. Going to try and get up to Edinburgh and Aberdeen, maybe even a little bit further north if the market allows it. Really want to get a show in Amsterdam, big up. Maybe even further afield than that, so stay tuned. Keep yourself online, keep yourself checking my Instagram at PaulisTheJoker, and I don't really go on Twitter, but if you want to follow me, it's PaulisTheJoker on that as well, or the Facebook page, which is Paul Smith Comedy. Thank you. Did you see his foreskin in the toilet? Bad, isn't it? Oh, I know what we can do while Callum's not here. Right. We have in the room, as I said, a local artist. He looks nervous. Fuck off, Callum. I'm gonna talk to John Charles for a bit. Why? Come on, John. Right. I'm gonna get John Charles. I want to do a little test to see how guest work works. This is John Charles. Everyone, give it up for John Charles, everyone. What a lovely round of applause. How are you today, John?
I'm a little bit nervous now.
John, if you can't see, I mean, if you're watching this on any of our video streams, then you'll see that John is a giant man. So he shouldn't be scared of such a slight individual as myself. But he looks fucking terrified.
If I sound like I'm gonna cry, it's not. It's just nerves.
But it's a very we'll do a dead small interview. Just get a little outline of yourself, John. Right. How so you're an artist,
yep.
Local artist at
yep.
John Charles, at Artist John Charles.
That's the one.
At Artist John Charles on Instagram. If you want to check his stuff out, he's amazing. I've got one of his paintings of the Joker in my kitchen, and you can get prints of that, can't you?
You can.
Yeah, so you can get prints of that stuff through your Instagram, probably. Yeah. I'd imagine. But he's done loads of boss stuff. He's done an amazing one of James Arthur.
Yeah.
He's done loads of good stuff for like
some charity stuff. Yeah.
How long have you been an artist for? How long have you been doing that?
Since I was 27.
How old are you now?
36.
So like 9 years.
Yeah.
So you hadn't really painted in that before that?
No, when I left school I was 15. I'd done GCSE art and that was it. But then when I left school I went down the wrong path, should we say. So I was just drink, drugs, right for it. From 15 onwards, that was it. And I think it wasn't until I was 27, so I had to have a couple of nose operations because of...
Yeah? Snotting that much, Charlie?
That amount of level, yeah. And it wasn't until... that was like the main reason for me to get into the art was when I stopped snorting and stopped drinking.
So that just like
it was,
you needed to replace it with
something? Yeah. And it was because I went to like AA and CA and stuff like that. Went through like the whole 12 steps of recovery, everything. And it was my wife's dad who actually turned around to me one day because I was housebound for like 4 weeks. I couldn't go out because of this operation. And he just gave me some canvases out of like Home Bargain or somewhere and just went, have a little go painting. So I've done like a little Toy Story one. Awful, by the way, when I look back at it now. It's shocking. And I put it on Facebook and someone said, I'll buy that for 30 quid. Wow. And I thought, fuck, alright. Someone done a Winnie the Pooh. And he was just selling 30 quid after 30. And I was like, this is alright, this. Yeah. And then it just went from there. And then one of my mates who passed away not long after, before he did, he said to me, go and speak to this other artist from Liverpool called Danny O'Connor, have a word with him. So a couple of years after my mate passed away, I thought, right, I'll have to do what he said here. So I messaged this Danny O'Connor. He invited me round to his studio, went in, painted with him for the afternoon, and literally from then onwards, it's just skyrocketed. I've got my own style and everything to come about now.
Because you've got you paint with like a palette knife.
A palette knife, yeah.
And you've got a lot of like gold lineage and stuff like that. You can really recognise your paintings. Like once you've seen one.
Yeah, it's like my signature on all the paintings is it's the line work and I with the palette knife, and I outline all the images with the lines.
Yeah.
So it's come from drugs lines to now painting lines.
Oh, is that what it is? Isn't it?
It's all accident, but it works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that's that.
So you find like the artwork kind of keeps you moving forward.
If I don't paint, like the missus will say to me, go and get in the studio.
Yeah.
Because if I go for like a day where I'm not painting or I'm not drawing or something, like you just see me, I'm a horrible bastard.
Yeah.
I just get dead moody and shit. So, and now I'm a full-time artist after bailing on my job after I was civil servant for 20 years.
Yeah.
And now I can just paint, get up, drop the baby at school, and then I'll just paint all day.
So is that something you'd advise if like anyone else is out there in the kind of what you were saying before, where they've got themselves in a dark place where they're doing maybe too many drugs? You know, deep down you're doing too much of that stuff. You're doing bad stuff for yourself. You might even put a front on where you feel like you're the party guy or whatever, and you feel like you're doing it's funny and stuff like that. But in your head, you know you're doing the wrong thing. Do you think that's like, is that what the advice you would give them? It's not, maybe not painting, but like
channel into something different.
Yeah.
So like, I think a lot of people have got like addictive personalities, like me anyway. I could snort like £400 or £500 a day, or that I was like snorting quite a lot. But at the very beginning, it was just like 20 quid. And I remember being about 19, and I had this little calendar, and I remember marking it the days when I hadn't snorted. And at the end of the year, I was like, fuck, the calendar was just, there was hardly any spaces where I hadn't. And I was at the age of 19, I already knew it was catching up on me back then. But then the art side of things for me is just like, that's what I channel everything into it now. And it seems to work.
So what are you working on right now? Are you allowed to say, or?
Yeah, I'll let a little snip it out as long as Wendy doesn't do me in for this later on. So
Wendy's his agent.
Yeah,
she
she's like
killed him for selling me a painting.
And so what I'm doing is I'm working on what we call them the Liverpool icons.
Yeah.
It's not going to be your normal Liverpool icons where you'd say like the Beatles or Klopp or stuff like that.
Is it me?
Well, I'll be honest, we discussed you last night about being one of our icons anyway, because I think you are anyway. Like I said, when you came round to my house to pick the painting up, I was like, oh shit. I was just like a little fanboy, weren't I?
Fuck off, you're massive.
Yeah, I opened the door and I was like, shit, he's massive. But yeah, so we're looking at January, February next year, a Liverpool icons collection, and I'll drop one name into the act now. I don't know what I'm going to get told off for this, but Stephen Graham, the actor Stephen Graham.
I was watching here. Have you seen the new Scorsese film?
Not yet.
I watched it last night. Excellent, mate.
So I've done one of him, and
very good.
It's turned out, it's like each portrait I seem to be doing at the minute, it's just like every one I do, I'm like, shit, I done that. It's getting better and better. I'm working along with Wendy as well. She's just directing me a little certain ways on what to do and little tweaks here and there, and it's flying. So hopefully next year we'll have a nice big event coming up.
Nice. So you're gonna get like doing like an exhibition and stuff.
Yeah, it'll be a big one. I can't let anything out about where it's going to be just yet, but you'll have your invite as well.
Oof, get me little tux out.
Yeah. No, none of that tux stuff. I'm not into that.
I'm gonna wear a tux and shorts.
I had to go to a tux to a gig the other day with a tux on, and I tried to get out my flip flops on, but my missus wouldn't let me. Oh yeah, it's going from strength to strength, and now I've took that leap of faith and just left the full-time work.
Yeah, feel a lot happier.
Yeah, well better.
Yeah.
A lot better.
One thing I really loved about you, and I never knew until I went to pick that painting up, is that you get kids that, like, my little boy's autistic, so this is kind of close to me, but like I know you help kids with autism and other sensory needs like that. You do painting workshops with them and stuff like that. Yeah,
so every Saturday at the minute I work with a company, am I allowed to say the name?
Yeah.
Motivate Sport, they're called. And I work with them for Saturday over in Runcorn at the minute, and we've got like 12 kids, all different levels of autism, as we just call it, and we do like an art class with them. So we're painting for 6 weeks with a group of 12, and at the end of the 6 weeks we're going to have like a little mini exhibition for them. And you know what, the talents that the kids have got is just on another level. And then I had like another kid who was coming out to the house, and she'd paint me in my studio for 2 hours, so she didn't really speak much, But I'd be on one wall, she'd be on the other, and we'd just paint for 2 hours, and she'd love it. So it's stuff like that, you know, it's nice, and the kids love it. It's just so they can focus the talents into something. Honest to God, I've never seen anything like it. There's one kid who we work with, never spray painted in his life, just took the piss out of my work. He was just like knocking this painting out. And honest to God, it was amazing what he done. Never touched the spray can ever before. But they're just talents there, like, so yeah.
So do you find that, like, when you see stuff like that, obviously a lot of this stuff, like you've talked about where it stemmed from, the drug use and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The reward, the sense of the rewarding sense that you get from doing stuff like that and finishing a painting, does that equate to the highs you were getting from drugs, or is it better? Or
much better, because the day after you don't feel like shit. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just never ending for me at the minute. It's just a lovely feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, I help people out still, like, to do the drink and the drug side of stuff. I'll always give advice.
Yeah.
But, you know, I always push people onto like a proper rehab centre or whatever, stuff like that. But working with the kids, I just like helping people. Yeah. That's like, I get more joy out of doing that than anything else. So this is a perfect little, you know, I've got that job where I'm at working with the kids, and I do the full-time art as well. Separate.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for that, John. That was a nice little interview. If you want to follow John, as I said, he's at artist John Charles on Instagram. Yeah. Get on him. There's some amazing stuff on there. People can buy prints and stuff here.
Limited edition prints we've got.
Do like how many do you do of each one?
50.
50 of each one. And you get like signed and stuff, some of them don't do, and stuff
all
like that.
All prints are individually numbered, signed with the title and stuff like that.
Cool. And just thanks for coming in. You're a lovely guy.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to know you.
Nice one, John.
Thanks, John. Get Callum Oakley back.
Just finished having his slash,
Just put his foreskin away.
It's fucking in my sock. That's literally what they all said to me. Like, oh, let's look at your dick.
I wonder why so many people went for away at the same time.
I'm not looking.
Everyone was signing like a cast.
So, I think we're almost coming to the end of the first Funny Bstrd podcast. Yeah. I feel like that was a raging success.
Yeah,
I feel like it's probably the best podcast in the world already.
Yeah, definitely.
And it can only get better. Thank you all for coming down. Anything else you want to add, Callum Oakley, before we go?
No, thanks for listening. Thanks to everyone who's came.
Yeah.
It's been good. I feel like we've kind of got the...
Thanks again to our sponsors, Eye Candy Delivery, at Eye Candy Delivery on Instagram, Hot Water Comedy at HWCC Liverpool, and hotwatercomedy.co.uk. Just thanks to everyone for listening or watching or however you've consumed this content. We appreciate it, and just keep listening. We should hopefully be having a new episode every week, hopefully it'll just keep on going, keep on getting bigger and better. We've got some amazing guests coming up. I think we've got Vinny Shawman next week.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
We've got Lee Charles coming up. We've got some amazing guests coming up as well.
One of my friends, Corey, as well.
Oh, Corey
James.
Corey James is coming up as well. Yeah, we've got some amazing people coming up. So thank you to Danny Bradley, who's our musical maestro. You need to come up. You need to have a jingle for yourself, Danny. That's what you need to do.
Well, yeah.
It's the only one he's stuck with.
This is what low self-esteem looks like.
Fucking love that.
So thank you all again for listening. Danny's going to play us out, but again, just keep tuning in. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Callum Oakley. Say thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, John. Thanks all the people for coming and listening. And we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.